Nearly 10 years ago, CBS News visited a brand new bakery in the nation's capital called Dog Tag. A local priest had spent years building the nonprofit, which employs disabled veterans, military spouses, and caregivers. The program helps the vets adjust to civilian life after military service. Father Rick Curry knew what it was like to live with a disability, having been born with just one arm. Sadly, he died just after his dream became a reality. Almost a decade later, we got to see his legacy in action and learn what it means to serve, from down on the farm to creating a new business.
That's where they store honey and pollen.
At Fields for Valor Farms in Brandywine, Maryland. Hi, ladies. Commitment is key. How hard is it to catch a chicken?
Well, it depends. You do have to commit to it. There you go. Nice.
That wasn't so hard, was it? Peter Scott founded this farm to grow produce for hungry veterans. But the idyllic setting is far from the battlefields he was trained for.
You right, Pete?
I joined the Army in 1999. I was stationed to Germany. Went to Afghanistan, where I was attached to Special Forces teams as a counterintelligence agent.
Here is Afghanistan. This is where I live.
When he came back, Scott found it difficult to leave the front lines behind.
It caught up with me. It wasn't until after we had our child that I started having some flashbacks. I was having flashbacks related to small children crying. Combination of just really late at night, taking care of a baby and just disappearing into a place.
It's happening while you're wide awake.
Yeah.
How did you learn to cope with it?
Well, I went to an inpatient program for PTSD. Took some time off. I started beekeeping. I started gardening. Anything that would just sort of keep me in the present moment.
A friend told Scott about an entrepreneurship program for veterans at a bakery in Washington, D.C. It was a chance to turn his passion for farming into something more.
Fields for Valor Farms was born out of the program. I asked at the counter, I was like, hey, I'm a veteran. Somebody told me about the program. Could I talk to anybody? And Megan Ogilvie came down.
These are sugar cookies.
It's at that same counter where we met Megan Ogilvie, Dog Tag's CEO.
Oh, you got involved there. You got real involved.
Ogilvie was drawn to Dog Tag's mission, having been raised in a military family. Today, she runs the 5-month-long program that's taught vets like Scott how to translate battle skills into business and life skills.
It's black and white in the military. They tell you where to live, they tell you when to move, they tell you what to wear, how to wear it, and that's why it's so efficient, right? And then you move out, and now you're wearing a blazer, and you're at a job fair, and that identity is gone.
I had lost my sense of community.
Nana Obioha was one of hundreds to go through the program's business and storytelling classes and mindfulness trainings as well.
Every veteran that I met in my cohort had different stories, different backgrounds, different jobs, but we were the same through service, right? Having that shoulder to lean on was super beneficial in picking up my pieces.
But not everyone is a veteran. Jimena Rozo says as an Army spouse, she was able to take business classes through Dog Tag's partnership with Georgetown University.
All those classes really make they were the foundation to start making all these loose ideas into a business plan. All the dots connected here.
Then there's former Army helicopter pilot Ann Barleep. She came to Dog Tag after a divorce, health issues, and ultimately a suicide attempt. She says the program helped her accept her physical limits while embracing what still made her, her.
Megan with her cheery, come on, have a seat down here in this booth. Come and sit down with us. I can't remember the words she used, and it doesn't even matter because she is who she is, and this program is what it is. She said, you can't do this, but here's what we see. You're a brilliant writer. You give wonderful advice. She told me the truth, but she didn't make me feel alone in a truth that was hard to accept.
Oh man, that was, I hope this is not, I feel totally insufficient. The fact that I just get to be part of this is it's a gift, and not everyone gets the opportunity to really find their calling. Every day I show up, I get to feel that, and how fortunate am I?
She and dozens of other volunteers. You think about this, 200,000 service people make that leap back into civilian society every year. And what we started to see was this trend happening, that thousands of them were going in receiving unemployment benefits because they couldn't find a job. And this is just one element or one program that is making a difference. 30 people a year, but they are spreading their tentacles and they're impacting others, bringing them along to help out.
Almost got me at the end, Michelle.
Yeah, 30 lives changed a year. It's powerful stuff.
Really
It's a
powerful.
nice piece.
Well
Thank
done.
you.
Well
Thank
done.
you.